She even brought us the bread. Clip.
Я Кыргызстан.
Вы здесь живете?
Да.
Да, окей,
Да, дом.
Good morning everyone, welcome back and hello from Jharkhand, a small town 30 kilometers from China and Kazakhstan border. So yesterday we entered Kazakhstan, but late in the afternoon Flo had a very bad headache, so we chose to stay in this little town. We found a guest house, we parked our car and we had a good sleep, and now Flo is back again.
It's all in all a very lovely place. The night was just 10,000 tenge, which is like 15 euros, I think, something like that. And we had a really nice room. And we're just next to this beautiful mosque. It's very nice, but it woke us up at like 3:30 a.m. because of a call to prayer. But it's really beautiful.
So now we're going to have breakfast. Border crossing is always a very unique experience. So it's only 30 kilometers away from China, but now the culture is different, especially when we're having quite a Western breakfast. We got all this jam and cheese, which you normally don't really get in China. And we also get this triangular pancake. It is with salty smashed potato in it. It's actually quite tasty. So we are leaving for Almaty, which today's journey is about 300 kilometers. We have also received the document for a bike insurance from the agents just now. And if you go without motorbike insurance, you might get a fine from the policeman. There is one thing that I'm not so clear of, that we are not so clear of, is that whether we can turn right when the traffic light is red. Normally in China it works, but we haven't figured it out whether it also works in Kazakhstan. Borders are fascinating. Even though the two sides are so close, everything changes. The language, the food, the traffic rules, even the roads. On the road, we saw plenty of old Mercedes trucks, along with BMW, Toyotas, Ladas, and Kias, most of them probably 2 or 3 decades old. In Kazakhstan, the regular roads are quite narrow, but still in decent condition with plenty of cars. I was wondering if there were any highways when suddenly we turned onto a wide road. There were no toll stations, and the surface was made of concrete. People here drive faster than in China. I'd guess most are going well over 100 kilometers an hour. And throughout the drive, there were many massive trucks carrying dozens of electric cars from China on their way across the steppe. We're now riding through a very small village, about 80 kilometers away from Almaty. The countryside is quite lovely. The houses are beautiful. Today's weather is also really good. Oh, wow. You can even buy a melon. I love those stands near. Oh, there is onions and tomatoes. There are also constantly people and cars stop and buy vegetables and fruits from her. The produce is really fresh, and that's the fennels and peppers. It smells so good.
He's from Kyrgyzstan, from Kyrgyz.
Wow.
So cool. А,
С Киргизии пришли, поле делали.
да, Киргизстан красивый.
Ну, вот очень
Good.
арбуз будет кушать.
He wants us to buy the big one, but I think it's too much for us. No.
Вот это вот.
Это хорошо, ма.
Ну-ка.
Это?
Нет.
Нет.
Yeah.
Вот это возьми.
Окей.
Too big.
Окей.
Сейчас будет кушать, да?
Да. Окей. Сколько?
Biat,
Сейчас. Окей.
how much in total?
1300.
Wow.
Там сидите кушать. Эй, там сидите кушать.
Да.
Давай смотри.
Wow, it's an amazing place.
Man, that's amazing.
Oh. Wow.
Так-то.
Да.
Сейчас ложками.
Wow.
Хлеб покушать.
Oh. She even brought us the bread. Хлеб. We're now sitting in this under this tiny tent from this Kazakh woman. Oh, the guy is riding the horse. Welcome to Kazakhstan. So somewhere over there, that is Tian Shan mountain range. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. Здравствуйте.
Большая есть там.
Вы здесь живете?
Я Кыргызстан.
Вы здесь живете?
Да.
Да,
Да, окей,
да, дом.
Уехали.
А, Кyrgyzstan.
А потом.
А
Поля закончились, потом Кыргызстан.
Kyrgyzstan. Oh my god. So she brought the tomatoes and then she made a salad for us.
This must be the freshest tomatoes
Ever.
ever.
Yeah. From the hospitality of a Kyrgyz woman who is living in Kazakhstan.
А, яблоко. Окей.
Вам подарок. Я дома кушаю. Вот это желтый. Есть розовый. Есть черный.
Oh,
Огородный, свежий. Витамин.
Sonia. Spasiba.
Спасибо.
She just put all that tomato into our bag.
That's so much.
So the lady's name is Sonia. She was asking where we came, and we said we came from Kyrgyz, and we're going to Almaty.
This woman is Sonia. Behind her stand is their farmland, where they grow all kinds of vegetables. I loved their stand. It smells of fresh fennel and has rows and rows of colorful produce. Her plate of tomatoes sprinkled with salt was rich and juicy, some of the best I've had in a long time. When I set the drone up, I saw Sonia's husband driving into the melon fields to harvest watermelons. In the distance rose the Tian Shan Mountains, with Kyrgyzstan just beyond them. Every summer they come here to farm, and in winter they drive back home. Leaving their store behind, we continued towards Almaty. Even though we didn't share a language, relying on gestures and a translation app, I suddenly felt a rush of excitement. The journey ahead is full of unknown adventure. By the time we reached Almaty, night was falling. The street was busy, filled with old cars whose engine rattled. The air was hazy, carrying the smell of exhaust. In 2 hours, we're going to meet 2 local friends from Almaty. They are the friend of a friend, and right now, Flo is working in a cafe, and I am in this apartment room also working. So I'm working on my videos in Xinjiang. We have in total about 5 videos to edit, and that's how we work while traveling. Every few other days, we stay in a place to edit the videos. Yesterday we reached Almaty quite late, and I got an apartment room here, and we paid about 30 euro per night. I found the hotel rooms in Almaty are kind of pricey. On average it costs 40 euros, so the apartment room is slightly cheaper. And this room is quite spacious and comfortable. We got a small kitchen, and there is a washing machine, which is extremely useful, and a bathtub, and a room, and there is also a balcony. We're next to the main road, so the traffic is heavy, but when you close it, it's much quieter. And when you open it, you can hear the sound of the traffic. There's also a lovely balcony. It seems that there is even heating on the ground, although it's only the end of August. This part is very hot. And behind the room, there is a big shopping mall. Just here. Almaty lies in the southwest of Kazakhstan, and it's the country's largest city. The traffic here is intense, cars move fast, and if you hesitate for a moment, the honking starts. The city feels like half Russia and half Central Asia. On the street, some faces look Slavic, others more Central Asian. In the city center, you find both mosques and Orthodox church. Almaty was once the capital of the Kazakh Soviet Socialist Republic. For much of the modern history, Kazakhstan was deeply shaped by Russia. So this is the Independence Monument of Kazakhstan that marks the founding of the modern Kazakhstan. It's also the last country that got independent from the Soviet, and Kazakhstan once had quite a painful history with the Soviet. In the 1930s, it lost more than a third of its ethnic Kazakh, which is the main ethnic group in Kazakhstan during the Soviet era. And today, due to more than 200 years of Russian rule, the city still has a lot of Russian marks.
The center street of Almaty is called Panfilova Ulitsa. It's named after a Soviet Russian military leader. And along this street, you see a lot of building blocks of a very distinctive Soviet style. So look at that one. Oh, it's so obvious, and the facade is so great. It's made of concrete. Extremely ugly, yet extremely characteristic.
Despite the Soviet buildings, Almaty doesn't feel grey or heavy. It has wide streets, lots of greenery, and a cafe culture where people enjoy sitting outdoors. That mix of openness and vibrancy does feel a bit like Berlin. In the city center, we met two friends of our friends, Akbar and Nikita. Akbar looked very bit Central Asian, but Nikita didn't look Kazakh at all. Curious, I asked about his background, and to my surprise, he said he's a local Korean.
Local Korean.
Local Korean, yeah.
A local Korean.
Yeah, like my ancestors moved like in 1937, before Second World War.
But how did Koreans end up in Kazakhstan?
Do you know Stalin
Yes?
from Soviet Union?
Yeah.
So he moved some parts of, I guess it was North Korea, that were close to Japan.
Yeah, there was this region in the Soviet Union that was like where a lot of North Koreans
North Koreans actually, yeah.
and so they forced them to move to Kazakhstan and Central Asia in general.
Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan.
Yeah, because it was like during the conflict with Japan,
Yeah.
so they were considered as agents.
Like agents or spies. So,
Yeah, they were
so that's
as
why.
spies. So
Yeah,
that's why
like-
they were moved, brutally moved to Central Asia and Kazakhstan. So yeah, a lot of people died there. Now there are a lot of Koreans who live in Kazakhstan and Central Asia. So they are like third generation, fourth
Yeah.
generation.
But we're still here and we feel like more Kazakh. We don't know Korean language and the customs, so on. We just live like Kazakh people.
Yeah.
But we really enjoy it, I guess.
But what language do you speak then?
Actually, Russian.
Russian?
Yeah,
Russian,
unfortunately.
Kazakh?
And Kazakh, yeah.
What do people speak more, Kazakh or Russian in Almaty?
Now what's I guess more Russian. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I speak more Russian because like there are more population who lives in the city.
Yeah.
They're like, especially there are also a lot of Russians who live here, and that's why a lot of people speak Russian. But like in regions, in other cities,
More Kazakh.
Yeah, Kazakh is like major language.
When you went to Ili, could you communicate with the Kazakhs in
Yeah,
China?
that's
Yes.
what crazy. They know
Yeah.
Kazakh
So
language.
is it
Is it the
entirely
same,
language?
or-
It's
kind of sad.
Yeah, it's quite the same, but I guess they preserve the language better than us because they speak some words that are that you can meet in like reading books in literature, or like people who live in regions, they usually use those words, but like we don't use those words that much because they're considered to be, our language became in some part more like rudimentary, I would say. Like some we use simpler words, but they use like the
More traditional
Yeah, more
Kazakh.
original language.
If it's right, like Arabic, read Arabic.
Yeah, they have
Now
that
we have
Arabic.
other.
Do you also understand Uyghur language?
No.
No?
Uyghur. No, we don't understand that much, but we have a lot of Uyghur friends who live here.
Yeah?
Who understand, yeah. Like
Crazy.
the guy working in his company is
Yeah,
Uyghur.
he's Uyghur.
He
He knows
speaks-
like 3 languages too: Kazakh, Uyghur, and Russian.
Yeah.
Wow, crazy.
From locals, you can always learn something interesting about the country. Kazakhstan's population is an interesting mix. Beyond Kazakhs and Russians, there are also Koreans, Uyghurs, Ukrainians, Chinese Donggan, and even Germans. With Akbar and Nikita, we went to a well-known restaurant called Navat.
Okay, we need to get some shots of
Shalap.
camel milk.
Camel milk.
Again, we can get some.
All right.
Okay, what do you say when you drink?
Cheers. we usually just drink, yeah.
Cheers.
It's really tasty. We like it.
It's like an ayran a little bit.
Yeah, a salty version of ayam.
We toasted with shalap to begin lunch and then ordered hot milk tea, bawasak, a deep fried dough, a typical Kazakh snack. In Xinjiang, they are usually square, but here they were round. The last dish was Kazakhstan's national specialty, beshbamak, horse meat with wide noodles and potatoes.
It's like besh, it's 5, barmak, it's your finger.
5
You
fingers.
usually eat with your hands, not with a fork, but we can eat it with a fork.
After lunch, we went to the Green Bazaar. It's a huge market in the city center. Something feels similar, like that in Xinjiang. There are fruits, melons, and pomegranate juice. Others are quite different. For example, there is a large section devoted to horse meat. Kazakhs grow up on horseback. They ride horses, love them, but also eat them. Well, on the steppe, the options for food were limited.
This is horse.
Yeah, this is horse.
Horse.
It's really tasty.
Horse.
Just to make sure.
It's
Yeah.
fat and also meat of the horse, so they mix it and do the big sausage, traditional one.
Even better, I would say.
To me, horse meat tastes quite similar to beef, but a little softer. And that smoked horse sausage and salami are really, really good.
In this bazaar, you can also find products from other Central Asia countries. For example, there are those fruit leathers, mainly from Tajikistan, and also almond, dried apricot, also from Tajikistan. But also those are the Georgian sneakers. So that's walnut wrapped in grape syrup. There are so many different kinds of apples. Oh yeah, it's so big.
It's bigger than my hand.
Yeah, the Almaty is very famous for its apples. Even like the previous name is Almaty. Alma is like apple, and Ata is like grandfather, like the hometown for like famous apples.
They're looking for the great grandfather of the apple.
So you guys can tell by the smell of the apple if it's good?
Yeah, because like the traditional apple from Almaty has a certain smell. Smell this one, and it doesn't have a smell.
Ah, yeah.
This one
Okay,
have
yeah.
a certain smell.
Yeah, true.
True, yeah, true.
The original one,
Even more.
they are usually bigger and they have a like brighter smell.
Yeah.
Is this like the old variety of apples?
I wouldn't say that it's the original one, but like one of the versions that.
Like the oldest
Yeah, one of the
variety?
oldest.
It's juicy, the other one is more flowery, and this one is more crunchy.
Then we came to the cheese section. Central Asian cheese is nothing like that in Europe. It began as survival food on the steppe, focused more on preservation than refinement. So some are sun-dried into hard, long-lasting forms, and can be very hard and salty. Others are mixed with grain and sugar, like candies eaten with tea.
Corn?
Yeah.
Corn.
All the variations like they have pretty much the same taste,
Yeah.
but like different forms. And if you see these ones, you can even see fingerprints.
Good. So it's a snack that you nibble on. This is really salty.
The sweets made of cereals, actually. This one.
Kazakh traditional sweets.
Yeah, they're also like it's like the same sweet cheese, but like in the form of a ball. I think we need to try this one because this one is actually very like common.
The most traditional one.
Yeah, one of the most traditional ones.
Traditional dessert made with sugar and some cheese. It's like sesame paste.
And these sweets are like the sweets made of camel milk.
Spasiba. Gent. We're driving onto the mountains, and Almaty has a mountain that is so close. It normally only takes 20 minutes by car, but now it's a rush hour, so we caught up in the traffic jam.
In the evening, we hiked up more than 1,000 steps. It was my first climb since recovering from my leg injury.
It's actually quite chill here. Like many people are doing sports and enjoy the cool breeze. And I can imagine that during the daytime, it's extremely beautiful.
It felt like the perfect way to end the day. And before I wrap up this video, Akbar wanted to send his greetings to his Chinese Kazakh brothers and sisters.
We said that to our Kazakh brothers in Ili, China, in China, with our greetings, our heartful greetings, and much love.